bands, I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ready up. 51's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cheetah.
Now Scarborough. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Palmer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Rosen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Evans. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Palmer now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Nowhere nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, Echo.
On third down, Rosen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Motion. Reset. Hey, seam six.
Here we go on fourth down with Rosen. He's got Evans.
Let's go, boys.
7-7, our score after one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Jaguars 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 3rd and long here for Rosen. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now it's Rosen looking. Open man is Switzer complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Rosen now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A minute 52 to play until halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Target. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Throwing on second and 14. Rosen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
80. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming after you. Everyone, 37's the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Browns take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run. This is Scarborough. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah. Get that ball.
Throwing is Palmer. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You got right. Hey. And we're going 37's the money. Orbit.
To throw is Rosen. He completes it to Evans. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the boot. Hard. Check 43. Hey, alert. Here we go. Yeah.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Alert. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Rosen to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again with Lindsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Here we go.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now Rosen. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Rosen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Get off the field. Everyone, 30 seconds.
Now it's Rosen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Rosen will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Trying to get it to Landry there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This is Scarborough, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Rosen. This one into the hands of Burton. 27 yards there, a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Hey, Delta. Mike 37. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 37. Go out.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And this is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Evans with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. It's Scarborough again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Palmer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Check 13. Quarter. No gain on this defense.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
5-7.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Interception, baby, all day.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Jaguars 33, Browns 21. John Brown set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there.
Check, go get him. Alert.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Keeps himself upright. He's got Burton here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Wide, get wide.
2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hey, alert! Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike, echo.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. The mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they try the right side here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Palmer under a heavy rush, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. He finds his target. It's Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, alert! 37's the mic.
Rosen to throw again. That's complete to Jake Butt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Now Rosen on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach,
rush coming," and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They try again with Scarborough. Stiff-armed him. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Seibert on for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Topper! Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage.